Good evening. Can you hear me now? All right. All right. I'm going to call this meeting to order. If you would stand with me for the Pledge of Allegiance in a moment of silence. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. All right. Item 1.2, adoption of the agenda. We have a motion.
Motion to accept the agenda.
I'll second.
Moved by Mr. Ibarra, second by Mr. Stoner. Is there any discussion? No? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Thank you. We're going to move on to item 2, board reports. I will start. I'd like to thank the parents that came out in our last meeting, came to call the public. It takes a lot of courage to come up here and talk, and I appreciate them coming up and talking to us. I wish I had some great information to bring forward today, but we don't. We're still looking into the process on how we can find solutions to best serve our children. I'm not going to give you a bunch of information that doesn't say anything, so that's where we're at right now. If anybody has any questions, please feel free to reach out to myself, Mr. Ponder. My phone number is on the webpage along with the other board members, email addresses. We are looking into this and we're trying to get a real solution to any concerns that we find. I appreciate everybody's patience with that. Try and keep it short. Last week, a lot of us had the opportunity to go up to Phoenix for a law conference that ASBA put on. I'm not going to bore you to death with all of the details of that, but there was some good information there. A lot of collaboration on understanding new things coming down from ASBA, what other school districts are doing. It's a great opportunity for our staff to mingle with superintendents and other folks from different districts to talk about things that have worked, things that haven't worked. Just a good way for folks to get together and talk, but there's also a lot of great training. I was selected in the last meeting, as you know, to be part of the delegate on the legislation or what legislations we want to support collaboratively. I was pleasantly surprised. It was all funding. So there were a number of aspects that they wanted to work at getting more funding for the schools, everything from basic O&M to how do we retain teachers, which is important. So that money funneling down to teachers, also getting to the districts, getting things fixed. So their focus was funding, which is very important. And we got out of there in record time. So we weren't there all day. That's all I have for my reports. Anybody else?
I do. This past month, I had the opportunity to visit Otondo Elementary School and Carver Elementary School. I would like to share that all of the classrooms that I visited, the students were actively engaged in their learning. And at both of these elementary schools, the culture of the school really reflected the care and the support and the commitment to teaching and learning. So I'd like to thank Principal Fox and Principal Buckley for spending time with me.
Anybody else? Mr. Ibarra?
On August 21st, visited Otondo School as well. We went there and met with our principal, Fox. Found out we had the free 5 preschool classes, 8 special education classes. We visited Mrs. Hernandez's ESS class, who has 6 years of experience prior to at Raleigh, 4 years at Woodard, excellent ESS teacher at Otondo. We also visited Ms. Flores' class. She has been an ESS teacher for over 10 years. And we were advised by Principal Fox about the inside dismissal instead of the outside dismissal, and that makes really good sense. Also met, of course, with Mickey Poole and Rocky Gomez, wonderful Otondo staff members. Also went to on the 29th, I went to the Tunnel of Hope at Raleigh. This was really good. A lot of first responders, a lot of community members, and we made that high five for the kids. It was just wonderful, and we got motivational speakers that were there. It was great. And again, attended the law conference with you. And that's my report. Thank you.
So I was also at the law conference, and it was a grueling few days for sure. There was a lot of information. There was, I guess that's just the best way to wrap it up. It was a lot of information for us to take in. There wasn't a whole lot of directive. It was more of just informational stuff for us. They weren't really trying to tell us what to do or how to do. But they were just giving us kind of the updates of what's going on, where are they at with legislation, where are they at trying to work on making our schools a better place. And so that's all that I had.
Thank you. Moving on to item 2.2, Superintendent's Report. First one is high five recognition. Mr. Munoz.
Mr. President, governing board members, we're excited to kick off our high five celebration for this school year. And we have a wonderful group of employees. If you please stand and be recognized. If you'll have a seat now, we have a special video presentation that showcases our fantastic employees. have amazing employees in our district, so thankful. So we're going to call them up one by one, but first we want to thank Chili Pepper. They continue to donate $25 gift card to each of our employees every month, and they've been doing that for the last 9 years. Thank you, Chili Pepper. So from Palmcroft, Hannah Martinez.
Good job.
From McGraw, Yoselin Valle. From Technology, Antonio Medina. From Health Services, Princess Marquez. And I don't think Mr. Hernandez is here, but we want to give a round of applause to Mr. Hernandez from Mesa. Thank you.
During our site visits, you know, Lisa,
Oh,
board recognition.
oh, yes, that's true. I'm gonna go.
I know I didn't.
Thank you, Mr. Munoz. All right, item 2.2.2, donations recognition. Mr. Ponder?
Mr. President, members of the board, so we did receive some donations this month, so I'll run through by site. I'll just do a quick summary for those. So Alice Byrne received $782.44. Carver received $737.02. Dorothy Hall received $527. ESS received, so Exceptional Student Services received $14,541. Palmcroft received $785.46. Price received $40. Raleigh received $540. Roosevelt received $232.91. Sunrise received $6,361.71. And Ron Watson received $1,123.46 for a monthly total of $25,671 and a year-to-date total of $31,376.39.
Thank you. Moving on to item 2.2.3, art recognition. Mr. Ponder.
As soon as I figure out. There we go. All right, we're in order now. The artwork displayed this month are from Ms. Gadine's visual arts 7th and 8th graders at Castle Dome Middle School. The primary objective of I Am Poem Art Project is to foster self-reflection, identity exploration, and personal expression through a combination of writing and visual art. It serves as a creative outlet for students and participants to understand themselves, articulate their unique qualities and experiences, and connect with others. The project blends poetry with visual art, offering a unique way to play with language, imagery, rhythm, and color to create a piece that reflects the individual's voice and personality.
Thank you. Moving on to number 3, information items, enrollment report. Ms. Walden. Oh, yes, if anybody would like to take this opportunity to leave, you're more than welcome to. I know flowers.
Yeah, I just made them leave when I did it.
They need to see the art first.
Yeah, that's true, that's true.
All right, thank you.
Okay, I guess on to the boring stuff, right? All right, enrollment report. So if you notice on your report there, Mr. President and governing board members, for the 20th day, we're looking at being down 1.08%. I did budget on a projected 1.5 decrease in ADM, so we're good as far as the budget goes. We will be keeping a close eye on the numbers over the next few months. while ADE calculates our ADM numbers. Okay,
All right,
questions on that?
thank you. No, thank you.
Okay.
Don't go anywhere. Item 3.2, district financial trends.
Okay, Mr. President, governing board members, we're about 16% through the year at the end of August. This looks very similar actually to last month. There hasn't been a lot of change. We've paid things, and then unencumbered things, so about the same. Just a reminder that we have not closed out fiscal year 25. We still have to do the AFR and have the final audit done. When those are complete, we'll be able to roll over whatever remaining funds are left from fiscal year 25. And also another reminder is that we do have 2.6 million in M&O and 1 million in capital as contingency funds. So they're already encumbered, just in case we need that for some reason.
Good, thank you. Okay, well, thank you. Any questions? No? All right. We shall move on to 3.3, first reading of policy advisories, 819 through 914. Mr. Ponder.
Mr. President, members of the board, the governing board of Yuma Elementary School District utilizes the services of the Arizona School Boards Association to maintain its governing policies and advise the district upon recommended changes. Policy advisories are sent to member school districts and governing board members multiple times throughout the year, usually to respond to changes in the law. This agenda item serves as a first read for the proposed policy changes. ASBA's policy advisories 819 to 862, 863 to 865, 866 to 875, 876 to 905, 906 to 908, and 909 to 914 are available on the district's website to facilitate community or employee input. Though no action is required on this agenda item, I'm prepared to address questions or comments or concerns from the governing board.
Awesome. Does anybody have any comments or questions, recommended changes?
So the last meeting that we had, you, Mr. President, had made some recommendations of some things that we did not want to approve, or are those in here?
No, this is still the first read. Those will be made for the second read.
Okay. I just want to make sure that we were clear on that as far as having that taken care of.
Right. So this will be anything new. We tabled it to this meeting to give everybody an out, because it was, what, 400 and something pages?
A lot more than that, yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty, and we had the weekend to go over it.
Right.
We don't have much of a life, but it was daunting.
For yourself.
If you're reading it all. Yeah. Right. So we tabled it for this meeting so that way everybody had the opportunity to dive into a little bit more. Mm-hmm. And so if anybody has any questions, no? Okay. I've already sent mine to Dennis, spoke to him. All right. So we will move on to item 3.4, insurance trust update. Ms. Walden, back at the podium.
Control K. Okay. Huh? Yes, please. I thought it was Control K.
My gosh,
Oh, the
where we
window
at?
K. Okay, thank you, I'm so sorry. Oh, I did it wrong. I knew it was special K. TV doesn't work. Okay, thank you, Dean. Hey. Here we are. Okay, so, Mr. President, governing board members, tonight I will present an update on the Employee Benefit Trust. And this will be just as of August 28th of this year.
Okay.
I didn't include anything past that because that was the night of the Employee Benefit Trust Board meeting, okay? Okay, so for 25-26, some of our renewal changes were First, we changed our third-party administrator from Aetna to Personify. The third-party administrator, or TPA, takes care of processing claims and obtaining approval for high-cost procedures. The second thing we changed was our provider network from Aetna to Blue Cross Blue Shield. We are self-insured, but we do need to use a provider network, so that's the one we're using now. Third, we changed our pharmacy network from Aetna to CVS. From Aetna CVS to Pharos RX. Since we moved away from Aetna, our TPA, that was our TPA, it was not an option for us to retain them as our provider network or our pharmacy network. And finally, the fourth thing that we changed, we are self-insured for dental now. We were always with MetLife before. We were fully insured through them, so we really just changed to self-insured. They're still our provider network, and they still are our TPA. Okay, this is a listing of the 25-26 monthly rates for staff based on the plan and coverage they choose. This year, we were able to add discounted rates for employees whose benefited spouse also works for our district. This was a significant savings for these members. So if you'll notice the top of the column there, the PPO 750 reflects a PPO plan with a $750 deductible. Then the PPO 1000 is a $1,000 deductible, and the high deductible health plan, or the HDHP 2000, is a $2,000 deductible. So you can see what the rates are based on what you select. And then down below, I did put what the new employee plus employee rates would be. So you can see it is a significant savings for those staff members. Okay. So this is a list of our district contributions. So I did put a couple of years there just so you have some context. In 23-24, we contributed $633.57 a month per employee. Plus, if you were on a high deductible plan, the $1,200 for the year. And then in 24-25, that district contribution went to $734.10. Again, if you have high deductible, we provide the $1,200. And then in 25-26, $844.22. And again, if you have the high deductible, the $1,200. So below in the little chart, you'll see how many staff members are enrolled in each area. We did have a significant change in the high deductible plan this year with enrollment, and that's due to some hourly staff members that their hours were changed, so they became benefited.
Okay. Quick question for you. On this chart between 23-24, 24-25, and 25-26, the increased amount that the district is contributing, does that increase decrease the employee's contribution, or is that because everything went up that much?
Everything went up.
So it stayed the same to the employee?
So the district had to go up. The high deductible plan, the employees don't pay anything, except for if they add family. But if they have a high if they have the PPO plans, then yes, their cost went up as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, whoops, jumping ahead. Claims by plan year. So I did provide a little more data here. It's kind of scary, but I will say that 2020, 2021, and probably part of 21-22, the lower claims cost there was all due to COVID. You couldn't go to the doctor, you couldn't have surgery, so the cost kind of went down, or we probably would have seen, a more level increase across the board there. Something to note for 24-25, we are not done paying claims. However, we have hit a threshold where the stop loss will start kicking in. So we'll start getting refunded some money for the claims that we've paid.
But then that's gonna go up next year.
So, anyway. And then so far this year through August, we've paid the $330,000. Okay, on to financials.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were gonna maybe, do you right now, I think last year, there was a breakdown of like what the highest claims as a way from like a wellness perspective, or like what is, do you have that yet, or is that something that the district is looking at? I mean, like, I can't remember last year what it was, hypertension or diabetes or whatever that piece. I mean, it may be very similar just because you see this huge increase. And so like from a district point of view of like the focus of like those key areas.
So most of the areas that we've noted so far, because we haven't paid all the claims for 24-25, are mostly not things like high blood pressure. They're things.
Very specific cases of very acute illnesses. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yes.
Understood.
Okay, financials. So again, I do have 3 years worth of data here. Obviously fiscal year 26 only through August 28th, sorry. So I do have the revenue on one side here. The first one with the district for $7 million, that is what the district initially contributed to this employee benefit trust. That was in fiscal year 24. And then the ones that say employee deduction, those are the actual deductions from the payroll checks. So the district pays in through the employee deduction as well, and then the employee pays whatever the additional cost is. So that's what that revenue is. And then we did have, we did move our account to an interest-bearing account. So we have some interest there. And then if you'll notice here, we've got some stop-loss money. We had recouped quite a bit from fiscal year 24, but not so much yet from fiscal year 25. But we do expect that to start coming in anytime. And then for expenses, we've got the admin fees for the 3 years. We've got the claims, just like we looked at a few minutes ago, and then stop loss. These were our expenses for the stop loss, which is really insurance for your insurance, right? Stop your loss. Do you have any questions on that? I'm smiling.
Yes. Good.
Sorry. Okay, so due to the high claim amounts from fiscal year 25 and 24 as they were creeping up, the Employee Benefit Trust implemented a couple of new programs this year to help reduce costs for both the staff and the district or the Employee Benefit Trust. So we have Garner. Garner is an app you go on and you look for your doctors, and if you can't find them, you try to find another one. And this will help drive employees to top performing doctors that have the best outcomes, but also with lower cost. So that's going to help the staff and the district. And the estimated claim savings was $48,000. That's just an estimated amount that we could save. 37% of our staff that are enrolled in health insurance of some sort have registered already, so that's good. This has a benefit for them. So as soon as they've hit a certain threshold in spending with doctors that are listed as top performers, they can start getting funding back. So it's a win-win. And then Pharos RX Navigator, so that's our pharmacy benefit, and this program will help members get specialty or high-cost drugs through avenues outside of the medical plan, which will help reduce cost, obviously, for both staff and district. And the estimated savings based on last year's prescriptions is about $421,000. So that'll be a good benefit for everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. This is a little bit long-winded, but I would like to read it if it's okay, because it provides a lot of information about what we're doing to help staff and the Employee Benefit Trust to reduce costs and just make sure everybody's got some good training. So as a self-insured organization, it is essential we equip our staff with the knowledge they need to make informed decisions about their health and benefits. The Finance Department is committed to providing comprehensive ongoing benefits education to all employees. We focus on helping staff understand their coverage options, provider networks, preventative care, and the full range of services available to them. To support this, we host events with our benefit partners prior to open enrollment. These sessions give employees the opportunity to ask questions and gain clarity before making important enrollment decisions. At the beginning of each school year, we hold an additional event, again with our benefit partners, to reinforce awareness of available benefits and to highlight the district's wellness initiatives. To ensure everyone has access to the support they need, our benefits coordinator provides one-on-one training at each campus. These personalized sessions help ensure that every employee has the information needed to be a proactive, knowledgeable consumer of their benefits. Our benefits coordinator plays a vital role in supporting staff by responding to all benefits-related inquiries. She provides timely, personalized assistance to help employees navigate their benefits with ease. In addition, she distributes regular newsletters with important updates, reminders, and educational content to keep staff well informed. She also leads the District Wellness Committee, aligning our health benefits with broader wellness goals. Through this leadership, she promotes programs and initiatives that support the physical, mental, and emotional well-being of all employees. And this person is Jalissa Rodriguez, and she is a benefits coordinator. She does a great job.
Awesome.
Do you have any questions?
No, thank you. All right, moving on to item 4, call to the public. We have one. Rosario, did I say that right?
Good evening. Can you hear me? Okay. I have a couple of notes. Well, the reason why I'm here this evening is as a concerned parent for our daughter's future. We have a beautiful daughter who has Down syndrome. We encountered many issues at the beginning of her education when we enrolled her in school as a kindergartner. Originally, we had requested Carver Elementary because we had heard wonderful things about that school, but unfortunately, at that time, there was no availability for her, so she was placed at Mary Otondo Elementary. Months before school even started, I reached out to the ESS department. I reached out to the school principal just to address some of our concerns as a parent. We knew our daughter, and it was her first time going into a classroom setting. The issues with her is that she was nonverbal and she was a runner. So she started school. We were very positive, thinking things were going to go great until the school started, and then we started to encounter some of these issues. I'll just be very brief. It's just a couple of them. She developed frequent diaper rashes because her pull-up was not changed often as needed. There was no toilet accommodations in her bathroom, so she can physically go and use a toilet on her own. There was no step stool for her to be able to reach the hand wash station, so she can wash her hands after using the restroom. There was no changing table for the parents to use so they can change her when she soiled her pull-up. And after many issues that arose, and I have it all in emails, so if you would like some of that documentation, I would be more than happy to share it with you. We did not trust the school because if they could not provide her basic hygiene needs, how could we trust them with her education? So after 7 long months of emails, meetings with the ESS director and the associate superintendent, we were finally able to get her transferred to Carver. Ms. Jimenez is the special education teacher at Carver. She is wonderful, she's loving, she's passionate, she goes above and beyond for her students. She has an amazing team. And since then, our daughter has thrived. But at this point, after listening to the last month's school board meeting, we are concerned because what's going to happen to her the day she finishes Carver? Unfortunately, we can't bring Ms. Jimenez with her to continue her education through middle school and high school. So what's going to happen to her then? Are we going to be back at square one trying to figure out and work with the ESS department on where she's gonna be placed and if her needs are gonna be met. So with our experience that we had, we felt that the ESS department at that time was negligent and they lacked accountability. So there needs to be accountability for the issues that arise, and our students deserve nothing less than a system that safeguards their dignity, ensures their safety, and provides them with the education they're entitled. So, I mean, our kids spend, 7 hours of the day at school? So if that's where they're spending most of their time, how are they going to thrive one day as adults and be able to be independent and have an education? And here, as a mother with special needs, if you are parents, we know that our biggest concern is our kids and their future. If you have a child that has special needs, multiply that times 100. And when you have an ESS department that does not back you up and is not doing what is in the best interest of our kids, it's very frustrating because we have nowhere else to go. Right. So I feel that we're at a point, and it's not only me, I've reached out to a lot of other parents, and the issue seems to continue. So for us, we're blessed that she's at Carver, but what's gonna happen the day she leaves? So that's why I'm here this evening, to address these issues for our kids.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Ponder, would you please reach out and get some more information? And then I think the board needs to get some feedback on that situation. Absolutely. Path forward.
Yep. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right, moving on to, did anybody else want to come up, call to the public? All right, so we'll move on to item 5. Consent agenda, approval of these items are of a routine nature, and those are normally do not require deliberation on the part of the governing board. A board member may pull items which will be discussed and voted on separately. Are there any items that anybody wants to pull? No? All right, so we have a motion.
Mr. President, I move that we accept the minutes as written.
Second.
The consent agenda, all right. And is moved by Mr. Stoner and seconded by Ms. Anderson. All right, all those in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? All right, motion passes. Thank you. Moving on to item 6, action items. 6.1, consideration to approve hearing officer.
Mr. President, governing board members, this agenda item is requesting the approval of Neil Johnson as the district's discipline hearing officer for the 25-26 school year. Mr. Neil Johnson has served in this capacity since 2018. We believe that he will demonstrate support for district policy and exhibit professionalism throughout every disciplinary proceeding. It is therefore recommended that the governing board approve Mr. Neil Johnson as district hearing officer for the 25-26 school year.
We have a motion.
A motion to approve Mr. Neil Johnson for Johnson, right? For the 25-26 school year for the discipline hearing officer.
I second that.
All right, thank you. Moved by Ms. Rico, seconded by Mr. Ibarra. All right, any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Future agenda items, number 7. Anybody have any items that they would like to add to future agenda items?
Mr. President, I know that we're having discussions with Ms. Lagunas and Mr. Acosta doing a disciplinary action plan, and I'd like to get a follow-up on that.
Okay. Can you reach out to Mr. Ponder for any details he may need for that?
Yeah, just,
Okay.
my good, yeah.
Yeah, you can just read, yeah. So that way he can put something together focused on what you're asking for. Anything else? the agenda of over 500 pages, it seems to be a shame to end this meeting in less than an hour. Should we go back and read the consent agenda?
Read them aloud.
Well,
This
with
is the
that,
time where you throw stuff at him, okay?
I am going to adjourn this meeting.